This is the Sabbath School lesson for the second quarter, 2021.
Lesson 12 for June 12 to 18, Covenant Faith, read by Dr. Percy Harrold. Wednesday, June 16, The Faith of Abraham, Part 2. Looking again at Genesis 15:6, we can see that various translations have rendered the term as counted, the Hebrew word chasab, or reckoned or credited or accounted. In the New King James it reads, "And he believed in the Lord, and he accounted it to him for righteousness." The same term is employed in other texts in the books of Moses. A person or a thing is reckoned or regarded as something that person or thing is not. For instance, in Genesis 31 verse 15, Rachel and Leah affirm that their father reckons, regards or counts them as strangers, although they are his daughters. The tithe of the Levite is reckoned, regarded or counted as if it were the corn of the threshing floor, although it is obviously not the corn, as we read in Numbers chapter 18, verses 27 and 30. "And your heave offering shall be reckoned to you as though it were the grain of the threshing floor, and as the fullness of the winepress." And verse 30, "Therefore you shall say to them, when you have lifted up the best of it, then the rest shall be accounted to the Levites as the produce of the threshing floor and as the produce of the winepress." How is the idea of reckoning expressed in the context of sacrifices? Leviticus 7 verse 18, "And if any of the flesh of the sacrifice of his peace offering is eaten at all on the third day, it shall not be accepted, nor shall it be imputed to him. It shall be an abomination to him who offers it, and the person who eats of it shall bear guilt." And Leviticus chapter 17 verses 1 to 4, "And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron, to his sons, and to all the children of Israel, and say to them, This is the thing which the Lord has commanded, saying, Whatever man of the house of Israel who kills an ox or lamb or goat in the camp, or who kills it outside the camp, and does not bring it to the door of the tabernacle of meeting to offer an offering to the Lord before the tabernacle of the Lord, the guilt of bloodshed shall be imputed to that man. He has shed blood, and that man shall be cut off from among his people." The King James Version uses the word imputed to translate shashab. If a particular sacrifice, peace offering, is not eaten by the third day, its value is lost, and it shall not be reckoned, as we read in Leviticus 7 verse 18. Hebrew shasab is the word, to the benefit of the offerer. Leviticus 7:18 speaks of a situation in which a sacrifice is reckoned to the benefit of the sinner, who then stands before God in righteousness. God is accounting the sinner as righteous, although the individual is actually unrighteous. And we're going to compare Leviticus 17 verses 1 to 4 in the New American Standard Bible. "Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons, and to all the sons of Israel, and say to them, This is what the Lord has commanded, saying, Anyone from the house of Israel who slaughters an ox, a lamb, or a goat in the camp, or slaughters it outside the camp, and has not brought it to the doorway of the tent of meeting to present it as an offering to the Lord in front of the tabernacle of the Lord, bloodshed is to be counted against that person. He has shed blood, and that person shall be cut off from among his people." Take some time to dwell on this wonderful truth that despite our faults, we can be accounted or credited as righteous in the sight of God. Write out in your own words your understanding of what this means. This great truth, that of being declared righteous, not because of any act that we can do, but only because of faith in what Christ has done for us, is the essence of the phrase righteousness by faith. Yet It is not that our faith itself makes us righteous. Rather, faith is the vehicle by which we obtain the gift of righteousness. This, in essence, is the beauty, the mystery, and the glory of Christianity. All that we believe as Christians, as followers of Christ, finds an important root in this wonderful concept. Through faith, we are accounted righteous in the sight of God. All else that follows, obedience, sanctification, holiness, character development, love, stems from this crucial truth. And so to finish the day, how do you respond to someone who seeks to be a Christian yet says, "But I don't feel righteous"? This lesson was read by Dr. Percy Harrold for Christian Services for the Blind. It's supported by the Sabbath School Department and Hope Channel Australia and is rebroadcast by Christian Record Services and through podcasts at It Is Written in the United States, Hope Channel Germany, and through Apple iTunes and SoundCloud. Remember, God is always faithful.